Tonight's report has been brought to you by Beaver Bitcoin. Beaver Bitcoin is the easiest place to buy Bitcoin here in Canada. All you need to do is head over to beaverbitcoin.com/pleb and sign up for an account at the link in the description below. Buying Bitcoin has never been easier. All you gotta do is send an Interac e-transfer and get your Bitcoin instantly. Thank you, Beaver, for sponsoring today's report. Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back in tonight's report. After embarrassing himself this week, saying he is going to be the next Prime Minister of Canada, Jagmeet Singh got on national television and completely embarrassed himself even further, and it's absolutely hilarious. As well, tonight, a new Justin Trudeau is Wacko cartoon has hit the internet, and that too is absolutely brilliant. As well, tonight, the Liberals put out a new attack ad on Pierre Poilievre on National Media Day, and it makes me want to vote for Pierre even more. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Well, folks, just when you thought Canadian politics couldn't get any crazier, Jagmeet Singh said, "Hold my beer and let's take things to the next level." At a sit-down this week at Carleton University, Jagmeet Singh said possibly the craziest thing ever, saying he's going to be the next Prime Minister and producing what is quite possibly the funniest headline of 2024. Now, thanks to the internet, I have a clip here of Jagmeet Singh making this claim this week, and, well, let's go have ourselves a laugh.
Most of the positive programs enacted by this Liberal government only happened because the NDP was holding their feet to the fire. In the next election, would you consider offering the Liberals another power-sharing minority government?
I want to say no right away. Because we're going to win the next election. We're going to be the ones.
What did he just say? Okay, let's go back to the video. What did he really just say that?
I want to say no right away. Because we're going to win the next election. We're going to be the ones.
Okay, what is this guy smoking? Is he on that Justin Trudeau safe supply? He's got to be smoking the good stuff if he actually believes this. This is literally insane. This is insane. Okay? This is what liberals do. They don't care about math. They have liberal math. They invent numbers in their head. They invent realities in their head, like Jagmeet is doing right now, saying he's going to win the next election. What planet do these leftists live on? Seriously.
Minority government.
I want to say no right away. Because we're going to win the next election. We're going to be the ones. Come on now.
Come on now. Oh my God, this might be the most delusional take I've ever covered on this show. This is insane. And look at his smug face right there. Zoom in. Look at Jagmeet's smug ass face. He really believes it. He really believes what he's saying.
Okay. Because we're going to win the next election. We're going to be the ones. Come on now.
I'm at a loss for words. Whatever this guy is smoking is clearly the good. Now let's take things back to reality and check out this latest Abacus data poll with the NDP at 17%. Jagmeet Singh has not improved his polling in the last 6 months, but according to him, he's going to be the next prime minister. Incredibly delusional. And if things couldn't get any worse for Jagmeet Singh, yesterday he went on a show called Power Play and absolutely embarrassed himself as the host, Vasi Capellos, absolutely tore him apart. Watch.
After hearing those concerns being addressed or an openness to addressing them, I've said now we are prepared to support.
So your support is essentially contingent on an openness from the government? Like, there are lots of things the government has appeared open to which it has not followed through on. How can you support a budget that does that just because the Prime Minister sounds open to addressing a concern?
Well, let's be clear. We agree that with the advocates, if this was an NDP government, we wouldn't allow for this to happen. We would never done this. This is what the Liberals have done. And we are going to continue to attack them, put pressure on them to improve this. They have not shown a willingness to improve the amount. We think they're wrong.
But you have something available to you that few others do. You have the power to actually sway the vote. The Conservatives and the Bloc were going to vote against. If you added your party's votes to that, the budget would be defeated, the government would go down, and that would be in parallel to how you describe this government. You have said Justin Trudeau is a failed leader who is bad for Canada, and yet you're not willing to actually vote in that manner. You are keeping them in power despite your concerns, despite saying something like that.
Yes, I love it. Way to go, Vashi. Call him out for the hypocrite that he is. You should tell him, Jagmeet, are you selling this country out for your pension? That should be the next question.
Well, the facts are Canadians chose him as Prime Minister. What we're doing is using our power to get the most we can for people. And if we voted against the budget, it would be voting against free birth control for women, free diabetes medication and devices, the child care, the dental care, the Renters Protection Fund, the protection for kids or the support for kids in school to get a nutritious meal. Those are things that we're going to support. We fought for those. We want those to move forward to make sure
but
that those are
how do you
addressed.
reconcile telling Canadians on one hand Justin Trudeau is a failed leader? That's your words. A failed leader who is bad for Canada. And on the other hand, essentially just telling them right now, Pierre Poilievre, I think would be worse, so I'm going to just support the budget and not make sure that they get toppled.
Well, it's not. That's not the frame at all. What I'm putting forward is that on their own, the Liberals would have done none of this. They wouldn't have done these things. They are absolutely failed in terms of what they've achieved in the past number of years. We have forced them to do in 2 years significant things for people to give more power.
Do you think it's you that forced them or public outcry that forced them?
Oh, we absolutely forced them. There's no question about it.
But what's changed?
To give more protection.
I mean, even as a result, even if we take that at face value, prices are still terrible at the grocery store.
Yeah. Well,
so again,
the changes have come in just now, so they impact.
But you're keeping a government in power that is presiding over that. Like, you alone are responsible for keeping them in power and calling him a failed leader.
Well, I mean, I think that
she's good. Vashi is good. These are some good questions.
that's not the fair way to look at this.
But in the case, for example, of the disability benefit, you had 2 weeks. What does it say that you weren't able to force any of those changes? And ultimately, if you don't, what is the effectiveness of the agreement that you have in place? He's a failed leader, according to you. He's not doing the things that you wanted for the most vulnerable Canadians. Like, what's the point?
It shows that he's out of touch. It's evidence that
but
the Liberals...
Doesn't it show that you are too?
No, it shows the Liberals are out of touch because it is the Liberals that are in power.
I have to ask you the blunt political question. I just have time for one more,
Sure.
which is that people will say, you're not willing to take the step of voting against them or forcing an election because you'd lose. And you'd lose big in the next election. I looked at 3 separate polls. Angus Reid had you at 19%, Abacus at 17%, Nanos at 16%. Your fundraising is $6.8 million compared to $35 million for the Conservatives, 15.6 to the Liberals. Are you just not forcing an election because you don't think you can win?
We're going to have an election, and I'm ready to run as Prime Minister for this country.
Oh my God, what a disaster. That, my friends, was absolutely glorious. Calling out Jagmeet Singh for selling out the country, for not forcing an election because he knows he cannot win, and for essentially holding on for dear life for his pension was absolutely glorious. Well done, Vashi. In our next story, the Liberal Party are embarrassing themselves just as bad as Jagmeet Singh did on Power Play there, as they have released a new attack ad on Pierre Poilievre, and it actually makes him look great. This tweet is, of course, getting itself ratioed like every Liberal Party tweet that goes out in the last couple of months. Let's watch this attack ad, or what the Liberals consider an attack ad.
We have basically a liberal heckler who snuck in here today.
CBC, frankly, is a biased propaganda arm
True.
of the Liberal Party.
The media that is bought and paid for. It sounds like it's just a CBC smear job. CP should stop acting as the communications arm of the PMO. I just hope you're not going to print something that you have to apologize for again.
What are you talking about? What page? What page? Can you give me a page? Give me the page.
Bought and paid for Ottawa Press Gallery. Spreading disinformation on this subject with the help of the media. Your question was typical of CBC, bias again. I know you want to change the subject.
No, I want to ask
because you don't want to talk about Trudeau's carbon tax.
I want to ask a question because in a democracy, we ask the question.
Will you dismantle pharmacare?
Thank you very much.
Will you dismantle pharmacare if you are? Will you not answer more of our questions?
This is why I love Pierre Poilievre. I mean, the Liberals are clueless. They're using terms like defund the CBC to scare people. And I'm sitting here like, hell yeah, defund the CBC. Let's go. And this video points out another thing I like about Pierre Poilievre. He won't allow the media to push him around. Previous conservative leaders have been cowards. You know, they cave to these media people. Don't write mean stories about me. And they allow them to push him around. And Pierre Poilievre's like, hell no, I'm the boss. And he's not allowing these woke dweebs in the media to bully him. I love it. And in our next story of the night, you guys remember this week, obviously, when Pierre Poilievre got kicked out of the House of Commons for correctly calling Justin Trudeau a wacko. Well, a TikToker by the name of False.Excitement animated this whole exchange, and it's absolutely priceless. Let's watch it.
When will we put an end to this wacko policy by this wacko Prime Minister?
No, please withdraw that comment and simply withdraw that comment.
Trudeau crying.
I'll replace it with radical justice policy.
I am not asking to replace. To please withdraw simply withdraw that comment.
I simply withdraw and replace with the aforementioned adjective.
I have to name you for disregarding the authority of the chair. Pursuant to the authority granted to me by Standing Order 11, I order you to withdraw from the House and from any participation.
Man, that was absolutely awesome. And it makes me happy knowing that these liberals, these libtards, they don't have content like conservatives have. We have the best YouTubers. We have the best content creators, the best influencers, the best cartoonists, and we obviously have the best memes. The left are drawing absolutely dead. And speaking of having better art and better culture, our last feature of the night is going to come from a small YouTuber here who put out this amazing song. The YouTuber goes by the name of, zoom in here, Evan from Kamloops. Go and subscribe to this channel. We are going to end off tonight's show on this song, Justin Trudeau, You Have to Go. No, it won't.
Yeah, right. He's woke and looking to fight. Justin Trudeau, you have got to go.
Yes, this is fire.
Justin Trudeau, you only lie. Justin Trudeau, when are you gonna go? JT is taking his turn dividing Canada.
True.
From drag queens to Soji, indoctrinating our kids. Communist agendas, anti-family, censor and control. Justin's way on the highway.
to go. This is great.
Justin Trudeau, you only lie. Justin Trudeau, when are you gonna go? Carbon taxing the people, inflating the economy. Costs are out of control. This is just inflation. Taxes don't fix the weather. Justin's not worth the cost.
No, he's not.
Justin Trudeau, you have got to go. Justin Trudeau, you only lie. Justin Trudeau, when are you gonna go?
That was great. That song was absolute fire. 10 on 10. I don't think I've ever heard a rock song about Justin Trudeau up until now. But hey, this one hits it out of the park. Go follow Evan from Kamloops on YouTube because he actually has more songs, which I'll probably feature on future episodes. Good job, Evan. All right, that's going to be a wrap for today's episode, but tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of Jagmeet Singh's absurd statement that he's going to be the next prime minister? Also, what did you think of Jagmeet Singh's interview on Power Play? Was that absolutely embarrassing for him? Tell me in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, smash the like button so YouTube will recommend this video to more people. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends about this ridiculous reporter called the Pleb on YouTube. My name is the Pleb, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.